people, I want you to take a really close look at this because this is kind of stuff that no one should tolerate. Skulls. So, someone that wants control over you will first call you a narcissist without offering any proof. And then basically make all personal attacks towards you, calling you things like a caveman and making fun of you, calling you names, labeling you, making accusations. When that doesn't work, they're going to go hit personal. They might go with their own personal, like she did by using her own daughter's ill circumstance to try to win the argument, to guilt and shame. The key is you don't step to the level, you don't go and insult them back until you really want to wage war. And if you want to do that, otherwise you look just as bad as they do. So she used her daughter, she used personal experiences between her and I, all to shame me into submission, to try to get an apology when there's nothing to apologize because my pontification was right on, not blaming an entire group of people for the individuals of a certain few, which she is doing, which she is agreeing, saying I lack empathy. I have plenty of empathy. What happened to her daughter shouldn't have happened. But when they say men do a certain act, and then you give one clip of women doing it, and then saying, hey, this is even, so then it just can't be all men are predators and bears. Welcome to the club. Then they come back with you and try to dig more. This is where Stoicism, if you study the philosophy of Stoicism, this will help you out because what is done out of anger is normally 10 times worse than the offense. And all she can do is just lash out. And she's going to lash out more because she's not going to get her emotional response. She was right by calling me Spock. I even used a Spock quote. But if you watch the movie Spock, the bullies come for him to elicit an emotional response. And he finally does. And when he does, he's the one in trouble, not them. It's coming to the same parameters, the same ideal, the same tactic. So, I'm just not mad. Yet we keep posting personal shit and trying to shame constantly with name calling and so forth. I feel extremely sorry for you. No, you don't. It's just an attempt to shame. And she talks about not being able to connect with people and not have empathy. You can have understanding and you can have empathy, but you don't have to agree with someone's position. You can still have that empathy and that understanding without agreeing with someone's position and what they did. And then we go incapable of having a relationship because you are focused on yourself and on your own thoughts. I'll agree with my own thoughts. I do enjoy my own thoughts, but I also read constantly of other people's thoughts, like Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, other books. If you look at all my posts, I have brought up other things and other literature and other references other than wild animals. Focus on yourself. How can I be focused on myself? I'm not the one bringing up personal information. I'm not one using my daughter's ill circumstances to win an argument. I'm not the one saying everything about myself. I have been advocating not having people labeled in a large group of negativity due to circumstances that others have made. I am advocating getting to know people individually. Not getting to know me, getting to know other people individually. So you don't have what happened at Hotel Rwanda. You don't happen what happened to the gas chambers in Nazi Germany, or just mindless killings, or what happened after on the riots where they take an innocent guy out of a cab of a truck and beat him dead, or what happened recently at a school. I'm advocating for other people, not for just myself. I am advocating not to staple a label on a whole group of people. And who has been labeling this whole entire time? Who's been labeling in this comment? Just the same. It's not been me. It's not been me at all. So, anybody else watching this, keep in mind, they will call you a narcissist. They're just trying to get control over you. And they're going to call you names. Then they're going to use personal information. And they're going to use all shaming tactics to try to get you to fold, to try to get you to apologize, to try to get you to submit. If they're calling you a narcissist quickly off the bat, without offering any proof of your narcissism, and making wild claims, even though, like I just said, I have not been advocating for myself. I've been taking a lot of abuse on behalf of the idea that the lady proposed, that I counteracted. So it's not about me, but someone definitely made it about them. It's always going to be about them. This is how you fight it. You don't let it bother you. You stay to your point, and you keep going until the end, where you point out all the stuff that they said and showing them what is really going on. They're going to probably lash out a bunch more, try to use more personal stuff and see if that works, but it won't. It's not because I'm emotionally dead. It's not because I can't have a relationship. It's because they're just trying to win an argument, and they're taking any way possible to win it. And they're trying to win it not through logic, but through emotion. Last note, with all the personal attacks, the insulting, and everything else, and the way that you've treated me, and I have not done the same. I wonder how you would feel if I did the same. I wonder how you would react if I used your personal information against you, or what I know. You might want to think about that. I think it's time for you to end the conversation and walk away.